Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Hey, happy new day. You heard? Good morning. Welcome, everybody. This is your man, KaleafWins, with the Morning Motivation Show here live on YouTube Live and on multiple platforms live. I am your host, KaleafWins, host of the Morning Motivation Show. Listen, hold on, let me turn up the music. Real talk, this ain't no happy-go-lucky show that it'll be like, oh my God, roses and rainbows, life is grand. No, this is the show for people that wake up in the morning and they got to deal with drama hitting them in the morning, but then they want to just get the drama off them. You heard? This is that type of show, and this is what type of time we're on, because when I tell y'all, my morning just try to hit me with something negative directly in my face. I had two choices this morning. Like, we all have two choices every morning. It's like, yo, I ain't gonna start off my day like this. I refuse to start off my day with somebody stressing me out. If you know what I'm talking about, please put it in the comments. I refuse to deal with drama. As soon as I open my eyes, somebody's coming with the drama. Nah, this is the show for people that are saying, I refuse to deal with drama. I wanna have a lit day. I wanna have a good day. But my God, if it ain't people in my household messing me up and trying to stress me out, if it ain't people calling me in the morning with some negative energy, nah, this is the show for the believers, the people that just really just want to just shake the negativity off, have a great time, have a great mindset, and walk in our imperfections and be better than we can be. But check this out. As I do every show, we got to start with our quick pick-me-ups. Let's go. Hey. Welcome to your quick pick-me-up in the morning. This is your quick pick-me-up in the morning, you heard? Let's go. Hey. First quick pick-me-up in the morning, let's go. 1, 2, 3, come on. Build your dreams and somebody else will hire you to build theirs. That's a fact. Today is your opportunity to build the tomorrow that you want. That's a fact. Whatever is worrying you right now, forget about it. Take a deep breath, stay positive, and know that things will always get better no matter what. That's a fact. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. You heard? That's a fact. If you don't try, your chance of success is 0. If you do try, chances may be below, but they will be infinitely better than just 0. You heard? Big shout out to Clan for Campers. I see you, sis. What's going on? Welcome to the morning. Everybody watching this, the quick pick-me-up. Be so busy improving yourself that you have no time to criticize or hate on somebody else. You heard? Stay away from those people who try to disparage you with ambition. Small minds will always do that, but great minds will give you a feeling that you can become great too. That's a fact. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. That's a fact. If it's important to you, you'll find a way. If it's not, we gonna find an excuse. If you don't like the road you're walking on right now, start paving another one. I'm gonna say this again. If we don't like the house that we're living in, the relationship that we're in, the job that we're in, you know what? Let's find someplace that appreciates us. That's a fact. Surround yourself with those people who are on the same mission as you. Ain't that a fact? And like I always say to the end of my shows, as I always say at the end of my quick pick-me-up, this is the thing I always say to myself, so I want everybody to repeat after me. Today is my day no matter what. I won't let any hater in my office get me down. I won't let me stress myself out. I decide today to have a great day. Everybody repeat after me. Today is my day no matter what. I won't let any hater in my office get me down. I won't let any hater in my family get me down. I won't let any hater, even if you have a hater in your household, get me down. I decide to have a great day today. You heard? Listen, we're going to have a great show today. Today's episode 21. The title of the show is We Have Not Because We Believe Not. Let me talk about that right quick. Monday night, my homeboy DC, big shout out to DC Cards and Music. Everybody follow him on YouTube. He hit me with something. You know, you need friends in your life that are like him, that'll kick you in your intellect and be like, yo, why aren't you doing that as a career? You don't believe in yourself. I'm like, yo, what? What you mean I don't believe in myself? He's like, if you're this talented in this area and everybody's saying that you're talented, but you're not doing nothing with the skill that you have that everybody's saying that you're talented with, you must not believe in yourself, because there's no reason that you're not making money off of that talent. As soon as he said that Monday night, I was like, yo, I'm like sitting with that in my chest, like, yo, oh my God, I think he may be right in that area. And sometimes we don't believe in ourselves, and that's what this show was gonna be about. So let me just kick it directly to the intro video and let's go.
People don't believe in you. Okay, they don't believe in you because they don't believe in themselves. So if they don't think they can do it, they don't think you can do it. And that doesn't mean anything. Whatever you can believe, whatever you want to achieve, you can do it as long as you put in that work.
In life, you don't get what you want. You get what you think you deserve. So
Fact.
if you think that you are not good enough, you will settle for not good enough relationships, not good enough finances, not good enough career, basically not good enough life. The moment you realize that and you grow your self-worth, you will no longer settle for not good enough. You will go after your dreams and you will not stop until you get it, because you will never settle for less than you deserve. And that's how your dreams come true. You need to believe that you deserve them first. If right now you are settling for the bare minimum, your self-worth is the reason why. And if you want your life to change, that is the issue that you need to resolve.
Like, why am I not believing that something like this could happen? So don't sell yourself short when some of these accomplishments happen. When you're feeling imposter syndrome show up, or when you're feeling like self-doubt or just uncomfortable in the fact that your own value is finally being reflected back to you, like,
Facts.
Embrace it. Take a moment, take a breath, and embrace it, because it's an amazing feeling.
Every time you say no, I can't do it, not possible, this is not gonna work, it never worked, like, by saying that, you're limiting yourself.
And what you're gonna do instead is you're just gonna connect to the possibility. You're just gonna be like, you know what? I don't believe in that, and I don't know if I ever could believe in that, but I know that out of the infinite possibilities in this universe, there's like a sliver of a chance. But there's like a maybe chance because it hasn't happened yet, which means it's still a possibility. And if that was possible for me, how would I act? How would I go about this thing? Okay, if there was a 1% chance, and that's still a chance, what would I act like?
Yo, ain't that a fact? When it comes to certain things in our lives, everybody around us says we're super talented in the area, but we're not going for it. Ain't that a fact? Yo, real talk, think about it. And I had to think about it this Monday when my homeboy says, yo, you really good at music. Why aren't you pursuing it? You must not believe in yourself. I was like, who? What? What you talking about? But sometimes, a lot of times, we got to pull back our ego, pull back the defensiveness, and really think about what close friends are telling us. I repeat, really think about what close friends are telling us. And that's why I'm going to get back to this quick pick-me-up slide before we start our show. The quote, surround yourself with those who are on the same mission as you, is the most super important thing that I had to rediscover around myself. Maybe the reason that I don't believe in particular dreams and skills that I have is because of the people who I'm getting feedback from that's around me that have been feeding me doubts for years, that have been telling me, well, you can't do this because, and let me tell y'all, sometimes the person that's discouraging you the most might be the person that you living with in your house. Sometimes the person that's discouraging you the most to go for your God-given gift might be the person that you're engaged with, in relationship with, or married to. Listen, that really was the thought process. My homeboy DC hit me up Monday and was like, man, you playing all these dope beats and you playing all this? Why ain't you using that? Do you understand that'll take you far? You must not believe in yourself. That's why the title of today's show, episode 21, is We Have Not Because We Believe Not. And I thought about it since Monday. And, today is Wednesday. And by the way, the Morning Motivation Show is every Monday and Wednesdays now moving forward. Not Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, but every Monday and Wednesdays moving forward, at 8 a.m. Eastern time on YouTube Live and on multiple platforms. But think about it for a second. why are we not going for what we really want to go through in our life? Why are we not doing what we want to do in our life? And that biggest factor could be is with who we surround ourselves with. Let me read this quick pick-me-up quote right now again. Surround yourself with those who are on the same mission as you. And then what I put before that, if you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Peep the connection. Surround yourself with those who are on the same mission as you. And if you don't like the road you're walking on, start paving a new one. Listen, I'm always a big advocate within myself, and I always share within the Morning Motivation Show. A lot of times our environment can really be poisoning our growth, poisoning our gift, poisoning our dreams. We got to start to take, and again, I took a huge assessment. Again, you know, a life re-audit. Yo, maybe the reason I ain't been going for certain things in my life that I know can really cash my family out, really help me get to a next level is because I'm not using that skill. He told me, if you have this skill here and everybody around us is saying, this is fire, go for it, and you're not going for it, it has to be that you don't believe in yourself. And I checked myself, and guess what happened yesterday, Tuesday, right after my homeboy DC said that. I had an artist come to my studio. They haven't recorded in 7 years. All the skills that I had in recording, editing, working with artists, production, everything came right back yesterday. The skill that I did not use came right back into the forefront, and I picked up right where I started like there was nothing away. That shows me that, A, DC was right. I have a monetizable skill. Big shout out to LAW Law for coming through, recording some tracks for his upcoming EP. Two, that showed me that if you've been given a God-given skill, no matter how you try to suppress it, no matter how many times you doubt it, the results prove that skill is viable when you put it to action. And that literally, the phrase, surround yourself with those who are on the same mission as you, is so important, because if you have a skill, I don't care if you make t-shirts, make candles, have a business, cook food even. Yeah, I'm good. But we get to that point of uncomfortability because we might not trust the scary part, which is implementing it. The scary part, which is like, to believe in yourself is super duper scary in the beginning. And listen, after one day of a 6-hour recording session, I haven't touched studio equipment and used studio equipment in 7 years. What happened? Recorded an artist, halfway done with the EP, did the audio editing. And again, for all those people who know anything about production, the mic presets was on deck because I connected another piece of gear to another piece of gear. Mind you, I haven't touched this type of gear in years. The skill came back, and then it proved my homeboy DC's point right. You're great in this, but if you're not using this, you must not believe in yourself. And yesterday was my first step, but I want to ask you, what is your first step? What is the thing that you really want to go for? But oh my God, the levels of discouragement you have within yourself, the levels of self-doubt that you have in yourself has kept you in a stasis. And again, I'm only talking from personal experience. I'm talking about myself. Maybe you might identify something that we have that we're good at, but it's kept us at this point A where we have not clicked the button or pulled the trigger on our goals, pulled the trigger on our skills. What is it? That burning desire that we all have in our heart to be at some place in our life. A lot of the poison to that problem, we might have to check who we're surrounded by. And we have to find people who's on the same mission as us. Think about that. And I asked myself this week, how much time have I wasted not using a skill that I know I'm passionate about? How much time have I wasted? How many years? Well, for me, it's 7 years to be exact. I wasted 7 years of not using a skill by not believing in myself too much. Even though everybody around me is telling me, you're great in production, you're great in this, you're great in this, you're great in that. Why am I not using that skill, fam? And that's why I had to look it up myself. And you know me, every Morning Motivation Show, I'm going to state the problem and then I'm going to share the solution that I found for myself so maybe that it can help you go for it. What's going on, everybody? My name is KaleafWins, host of the Morning Motivation Show every Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube Live. And today's episode is episode 21. We have not because we believe not. And now let's talk about solutions and things that we can do in this process. Number one thing I wrote down yesterday after my homeboy told me, you know what? You may not believe in yourself. I told myself, you know what? You got to look at your past successes. Think about the things in your life that you've believed in so much in the past that you currently have right now. That relationship you're in or that job you always wanted that you're working at right now. Realize that since you made those past successes, you have it in you to get what you want because you've done it before. I repeat, realize that you have that work ethic in you. You have that discipline to win in you for what you want because you've done it before. Think about, and I had to think about it on Tuesday. What are the things that I have accomplished? That's the strong part of this whole conversation. What are the things that I've accomplished already? First of all, the Morning Motivation Show. I have accomplished it. Why? Because these panels are set up the way they are. My show's set up the way they are. My show streams on YouTube and multiple platforms because this was a vision that I had in my mind. I really wanted to make it happen. So if I'm not believing in one skill, I can look to my old skill and my past successes to prove that we can do anything that we put our mind to. That was the first question that I had to put to my mind at first. I had to say to myself, yo, if I don't believe I can do something in one area of my life, what are the other areas of my life that I knocked something out and I made it happen? Whether it's a job, a relationship, whether it's a house, even the smallest things that I've seen in my mind, what have I made become a reality? I'm on episode 21 of a show that was in my heart for a while and I decided to implement it. So when it comes to my other skill areas, I literally just proved that I can do it if I really put my mind to it. And that's the first lesson I want to share with you guys that I'm on in my journey, because we're all in a journey at different levels. The second area is really ask yourself, what do I really want? I had to get clear. Yes, sometimes we have a talent. Yes, sometimes we have a skill set. Yes, sometimes that we have something that we're really good at. But I had to get really clear. Do you really want to do that, or are you really good at that? Because there's a difference. We can be really talented in an area. Like one time when I used to work at Starbucks like 15 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And I love that job, by the way, because I love coffee. And hey, if you love my content, please go to my link in bio, buy me a cup of coffee. There's a tab right there, and support my channel. I'm really trying to make it happen with this show. And there was a supervisor there. She made the best cupcakes ever. I mean, she would decorate them. It would look like a Food Channel challenge. Every other week, she would come with her decorated cupcakes. And everybody was like, oh my God, you're so talented. You're so talented. We were like, why don't you go for a business? Why don't you start your business? We would say it week after week and then year after year, and she never did it. But she always would tell us in the times, like, listen, I'm trying to have a family. That's my priority. And starting a business might not be my priority right now, but it will be my priority in the season. Peep that. We have to really ask ourselves, what do we want? And do we want to invest time in that skill? This is not a discourager. This is a life check. But here's the kicker, though. Sometimes we might say that's not my goal now because we're scared and we don't believe in ourselves, and that might be the crutch. But other times we might say, you know what? I want to use that skill. I want to implement it. So let me get clear on it. And let me write out on a poster what my target goals are, put it where I can see it every day in my house, and right at the bottom of the poster, if I plan to work for it, am I doing everything I can today to get closer to my goals? Literally, so I got that posted up on my wall. Here's what I'm trying to do in the next 6 months. And then at the very bottom, so I can see it every time I wake up in my room, am I doing everything I can today to get closer to my goals? We got to get clear. If we're serious about a target goal in our life, again, let me go back to the first slide. If we've succeeded in other past areas in our life and we've made something happen, whether it is I always wanted to have kids, now you have kids. I've always wanted to buy a house, I have a house. I've always wanted to go to college, you've graduated from college. If we've achieved those past successes because we saw it in our brain and we did not let something stop us, use that as ammunition to get to this place. Okay, we know we can accomplish something. Let me get clear on what I want to do and write it down. And this is when we write things out, not type things out. When we write things out and we put it on the wall in big letters in our room for us to see every time we wake up in the morning and we're going to maybe a job we hate. Every time we wake up in the morning and we may get distracted, you can see what the goals are every day. And that's what I call a reinforcer. Here's a third tip on getting what you want and building up that belief system within yourself to get to your goals. Set achievable goals. Now, I know we've seen this all over the internet and stuff like this, but this is true. I'll break it down. I was the first person in my immediate family to graduate from college. Big shout out to Wilberforce University. Big shout out to all my fellow alma maters. Big shout out to my fraternity, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Blue Phi, you know, I wouldn't have none of that If I didn't put the faith to go to school, matter of fact, before that, I had no money for college, but I kept on surrounding myself around organizations, people, feeling like led by pull for God, working with social nonprofit organizations before college. And then I got a scholarship to go to college, but I had to set my achievable goals. I was like, if I ain't got no money for college, let me set realistic goals for myself at the time. At the time, I was like, I ain't got no money, but then who got the bread, for scholarships? Then I'm gonna go work and help nonprofit and social service organizations throughout New York that are affiliated with colleges. Then I had to break those larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Just because I walk into a building or we start the process, don't mean that we're gonna achieve every goal. I was like, every week I have these 2 goals. I'm gonna work my butt to knock it off. Knock out 2 goals one week, then another week. Then like 24 weeks passed, I had manageable steps that I just checked off my list. And that's when we get to the third point. We have to check off our progress weekly, and we have to take calculated risk. Here's the thing. Again, the first slide says, think about your past successes. You know you have to take calculated risks to achieve those past goals that you achieved already, right? Well, how do we do that? We have to step out of our comfort zone and try new things. I have this saying that I heard, and I don't know where it came from, but old keys don't open new doors. I repeat, old keys, old strategies, old mindsets, old surroundings don't open up new opportunities, new doors. And if I really want to start believing in myself, I got to start taking calculated risks, step out of my comfort zone and try new things, take calculated risks that challenge me to build my confidence. And then as I work on my confidence, I master the skills to build more confidence. Again, today's show is we have not because we believe not. And I wrote up this show because my homeboy DC Carson told me, you got this great skill, you must not believe in yourself. And I had to take a sit back and I'm like, bro, I'm about to make my show on Wednesday about this, but before I do this, let me check myself. Let me research how I can build my confidence back in the area that I haven't even touched in 7 years. And now I'm setting achievable goals to get to that next step, to get to what I see in my mind. Let's get to the other solution on how to build confidence to get to yourself. We have to recharge our vision throughout our day. Let me start with this. Treat your vision like a cell phone, your cell phone. What do I mean? As soon as my homeboy challenged me on Monday to really go for my dreams because he says I didn't believe it and he's right, on Tuesday, I said, you know what? I got to treat what I want like recharging my cell phone. So I got to go. In order to stop doubts from creeping in, I had to create my digital vision board again. I've said this previous shows. Your digital vision board is like, hey, if you want to, let's say, you know how it is. When we want to go on a trip, we save a whole bunch of country we want to go on, the state we want to go on, and then we keep it in our phone. Then we recharge our vision through the day by looking at what we want, looking at what we want to do every day, looking at what we want to do. And my digital vision board is, I created 100 new pictures of the desired outcome of my goal, and then I collected 30 videos and saved it in my cell phone. And every day throughout my day, I recharge my vision, meaning refocus on what I want to do by looking at that. And that's what I call treat your vision like charging your cell phone. We're going to get doubtful. It's going to happen. If somebody says, oh my God, you can never achieve your goals, I always just fail at something. The reason that I failed in the past, and I'm going to share with you, and please share it in the comments, is that I wasn't recharging my vision on a daily basis. What's the best way? Create your digital vision board of what you want. Let's say you want to start a business. Let's say you want to have a big YouTube channel and be a YouTuber. Literally, and this is part of my vision board. All I do is have pictures of Mr. Beast's complex, is where he shoots his videos, Mr. Beast pictures of big content creators, and I have it in a folder in my phone. Then I have a list of videos of big, content creators, of people with their music, being in offices, being in sponsorships, and I look at it every day now since Tuesday, since I created this recharge vision board on my phone. And I focus on it. Why? Because if I don't focus more on what I desire, what my desired outcome is, guess what I'm going to do? We're going to keep on focusing on our doubts more. Focusing on how bad we feel about we're not where we want to be more. And like the saying goes, which dog wins the fight? The dog that you feed the most. And when it comes to our dreams, and again, I'm doing it for myself, when it comes to my dreams, if I don't feed my mind with my desired outcome, then I'm not going to attract it. Like, people used to say to me all the time, Kaleaf, you know what I'm saying? Stop chasing what you want, attract what you want. I'm like, man, get out of here with that mumbo jumbo. But it's true. Our mind is a magnet. Our mind literally attracts positive or negative situations to us. So the best way to help get to our goals is that just like for the smokers out there, and I was a heavy Newport smoker back in the days, But smokers, let me use the smoker example. Smokers, whether at a job or whether in their house, and they can't smoke any place, what do? They take consistent smoke breaks. I used to take consistent smoke breaks. Let's treat recharging our vision like a digital recharge smoke date. I'm not advising any harmful behavior like that. I'm just saying, using that as an analogy. Every day when we wake up, as soon as we wake up, when we feel the stresses and things that's happened to us, get in your cell phone. Oh my God, okay, let me stay refocused and recharge. Okay, when I get my goal, this is the type of places I want to be. When I get my goal, I'm going to run video. If we don't run new tape and reinforce those visual affirmations of what we want in our mind throughout points of the day, not just in the morning, maybe when you take a 15-minute break off for lunch, get in your recharge digital vision board to look at the pictures you collected and the videos collected. Hey, I'm having a real stressed out day. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Took this out of my paycheck. Get into your digital vision board. Take your stresses and focus so much on your goal that you attract it. Do you understand the analogy? Again, let me use this example. It's called the MPC example. Now, people that don't know what an MPC is, MPC is the most classic, legendary hip-hop drum machine that producers have used to make every hip-hop hit, mostly every hip-hop hit that you've ever heard in life. And my MPC example is, and the producer's gonna love this, anytime I would want a new music production equipment, I would obsess about the equipment before I could afford it. And this goes back to recharging your vision every day. I'm talking, I had 100 pictures of MPCs, then I had 100 videos of people using the gear that I wanted. I would obsess so much over what I want, I didn't chase it, I attracted it. And I always got every piece of music equipment I ever wanted because I kept my mind focused on what I wanted so much, I wasn't worried about there was zero on my bank account at the time. I kept my mind on what I wanted so much that when every doubt creeped in, it just pushed away the doubt because I'm focused and recharging what I want. What is it that you want right now? And that's literally how my homeboy checked me. And if friends in your life that check you like that, keep those friends. I'll get back to this one. Surround yourself with those who are on the same mission as you. The reason that a lot of times we're not getting what we want because we are around the wrong type of energy. I said it in my show. Go look back at my show. Your environment may be blocking your success. A lot of the failures I've had between my particular goals because of who I surrounded myself with. But now I'm surrounded by goal getters. And with that goal getter, they're helping me see clearer and they're putting me to tasks that keep me accountable. And that's what I'm saying. Recharge your vision throughout your day. Start your digital vision board. Compile 100 or more pictures and 30 videos that you can focus on when you wake up. Focus on before you go to sleep. Take breaks and focus so much on the goal that you want, the outcomes that you want. And you start taking steps daily. It builds what I call unconscious confidence. What does that mean? Unconscious confidence is like, yo, I'm seeing it so much. I'm seeing what I want so much that I'm attracting small step opportunities that lead to my opportunity. This is our day, fam. This ain't no fluffy motivation. Oh my God, what is he gonna do? Inspire me? I'm not that type of dude. I had a stressful morning this morning. My motivation shows for people who want to fight back against any type of energy and push away any type of energy that's not about your future. I don't care where you at. That's what my type of show is about. We are fighting away from things that are limiting our life. And one thing is the lack of belief in our dreams and goals. And today's show is we have not because we believe not. And I gave my fourth step in terms of strategies to help us figure out how to build our confidence and belief system so we can get what we're destined to do. Now let's go to the fifth area. We have to celebrate any little small success we have. If you start I started on my goal yesterday. You know what my small win was? Mind you, I didn't do music for 7 years. Big shout out to my homeboy LAW who came by to record. As soon as my homeboy DC challenged me Monday, he says, you have all this production work and all this editing work and great thing. You must not believe in yourself. That next day, my homeboy came through and he recorded half of his new EP here, our EP here, on my old beats. I never haven't used software in years. And he did it. That was my success. You got to take time. I said to myself, I got to take time to acknowledge how to celebrate my achievements. Use my small success to build the momentum and confidence and take myself out when I win. Today after the show, I'm going to enjoy my small success because what I'm finding that I haven't done music like that in over 5 years where I've had an artist come to my studio. I haven't used this music equipment in like 7 years. Yesterday, I did more in one day than I've in years. And that's what I'm talking about. My homeboy DC Carson told me Monday, why aren't you doing something? You must not believe in yourself. Yesterday, I tested the theory, and now I have a small success. Was Tuesday. But the problem is, the reason we stay in discouragement, because we're not celebrating our mini successes. Every mini small win you have on your grind to get what you want, you're gonna have to use those mini successes and celebrate yourself and give yourself a pamper me day. You understand what I'm saying? And use those small successes to build momentum and confidence, because if we don't celebrate our successes, guess what will happen? The enemy in our minds. So what? That's one time. You're probably lucky. All those doubts try to creep in, but you only allow doubts to creep in your mind when you don't celebrate your successes and don't recharge your vision. Let's go to the other area of building confidence so you can achieve your goals. And that is always celebrate when your friends win big and you're not there yet. Big shout out. You know who you are. I'm not going to drop your name like that because I'm not into name dropping, but I'm going to say this. Big shout out to my homeboy, you know who you are, who just signed his big contract with a media company and gave me the news last night. Salute you. Here's this important slide in terms of building your confidence. A lot of times we're on our goal during our goal-getting grind, not goal-getting, goal-getting, and some of your friends may actually achieve their big goals before you. You have to know when it's your turn yet. You have to know when it's not your turn yet, but you must work and you will win when you're ready. You got to celebrate it when your friends win. You got to, why? Because some people, they get into all hate mode. They be like, God, why is it that I'm not winning, but he's winning? No, that's when your friends win. God is showing you whatever you dream of can happen. When my homeboy texted me last night and showed me he got that big contract, you know what I said to myself? Thank you, God, for the testimony of showing me that you've done it for your other children and that it can be happen for me. I use that as motivation. You got to celebrate when your friends win big, when you're on a journey of getting your goal, and I'm going to show you a video that encapsulates that.
He's the one who told me this. Once you get rid of your desperation, you're going to blow up. And I was like, you, I'm desperate because I'm broke. He said, no, you just don't have no money. You have talent, though. Money. And you need to start making your decisions from your talent, not your desperation.
Yo, did you hear what she says? I'm going to pull it back. Listen to what she says. I'm going to put the volume up.
KaleafWins the one who told me this. Once you get rid of your desperation, you're going to blow up. And I was like, you, I'm desperate because I'm broke. He said, no, you just don't have no money. You have talent, though. Money. And you're making your decisions from your talent, not your desperation.
What? You heard what the Queen Leslie Jones said? You understand what I'm saying? Did you hear that? One more time.
Once you get rid of your desperation, you're going to blow up. And I was like, you, I'm desperate because I'm broke. He said, no, you just don't have no money. You have talent, though. Money. And you need to start making your decisions from your talent, not your desperation.
You need to start, she said you need to start making decisions based on your talent, not your desperation. That's a bar. Listen, when your friends win big, when they get big contracts, that's God's reminder to you that when you put in the work, you will see the results. Fam, you know how excited I was last night when my homeboy texted me that? I'm like, thank you, God, for giving me that little piece of encouragement to say, keep going. I see my friend's been grinding for like over a decade. He got his big win. You got to celebrate when your friends win. Stop hating. Stop getting into this mode. No, when my homeboy texts me, and again, I'm not dropping his name because I know you that, but when my homeboy texts me and show me that, he says, your turn's next. Great. And there's something I learned, and it blew my mind, and I'm going to get it back to this. That last point, know when it's not your turn yet, but you must work, and you will win when you're ready. What did Leslie Jones says? You have to base your decisions off your talent, not your desperation. And she said Cat Williams told her, when you stop being desperate, you'll win. She says, but I'm broke, I'm desperate. He was like, nah, you're not broke, you're super talented. When you start basing your decisions off your skill and not your desperation, that's when you'll win. Fam, let me get to some comments right quick. Civil Days Music, big shout out to Civil Days Music. Follow him now on YouTube. He says, rejoice for others. He says, I'm so happy for you. Thank you, King. And guess what? I'm so happy for you too. And again, I don't understand why people don't big up their friends. This man is bigging me up. If you got friends and they doing their thing, big them up. Sorry, I'm from New York. We know what big them up means. That means salute them, applaud them. And New Yorkers, big that man up. up. You know what I'm saying? He says, always celebrate. Glam Fam Campus. Give it up to Glam Fam Campus. Subscribe to her page now. She's a great person, great energy. I love her in real life, and I'm glad she's a YouTuber. She says, Def, got to celebrate yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I want everybody really, I'll reiterate it again. I'm going to play that video once again because I think we're not getting the gem in what Leslie Jones says. Let's play it one more time. One more time.
The one who told me this. Once you get rid of your desperation, you're gonna blow up. And I was like, you, I'm desperate because I'm broke. He said, no, you just don't have no money. You have talent though. And you need to start making your decisions from your talent. From your talent, not your desperation.
You need to start making decisions based on your talent and not your desperation. Today's show is called We Have Not Because We Believe Now. My homeboy DC Carlson challenged both me and Civil Days. Why are you not doing this? You must not believe in yourself. I took that to positive heart, not to hate heart. To positive heart. I didn't get defensive. To positive heart. He was like, yo, you're right. And that Leslie Jones clip showed me I've been basing my talent off of desperation and then not going for it. But if he said, if you start basing your decisions off of your talent and not how messed up your situation is, then you'll win when you stop focusing on desperation. Bro, think about it. That's crazy. If you get anything from my show today, are we basing our decisions from what we're scared to doing on our talent, or are we basing it on our fear? And that's why we never even tried. Again, like I'm going to tell everybody, you got to big up your friends. Number one, subscribe to Glam Fam Campus right now. Great person, great page, up and coming. We all up and coming podcasters. Second, subscribe to Civil Days Music TV right now on YouTube. Great friend. He says, indeed, that led me to get that BeatStars account. That's a fact. And that's a dope producer. And I found out how dope he was on our last show, making better tracks. Go to my YouTube page, check it out. Follow Civil Days Music. Yo, real talk. When DC hit up me and Civil Days Music and was like, we must not believe in ourselves. We got all this skill. Yo, that hit me with the challenge. Like, challenge. Real talk. And if anybody wants to come in this conversation and share, how things, on their journey of getting their goals, stuff like that, I just put the link in my comments. Please, let's join this conversation and talk for a little bit. Whether you're at work, let's talk for a little bit. But real talk. Today's episode is about we have not because we believe. Now, let me go over certain slides that we went over so I can reiterate them and get to my last slide. As I said before, in order to get big in our goals, we have to realize we can do it. So we have to look at our past successes. Think about the things in your life that you believe in so much that you have right now. That relationship that you have, that job that you wanted and that you're working at right now. Realize that you have it in you. I have it in me to get what I want in my dreams, because if I've done it before in past goals, that means I can do it now for these new goals. And like the biggest example is, this wasn't my passion a while back, being a content creator and creating shows. This was a burning desire. And it took me like 2 years to do this show and get to it. But that 2 years could have been 2 weeks if I really put the pedal to the metal. So if I achieve this goal, this success here of just having a show, I'm on episode 21, then when it comes to my production dreams, all I got to do is base my decisions off of my talent, not my desperation of fear. Base my decisions off of the skill that I have and work at it and put it out every day, not base my decision to do it off of my fear. That was the first tip that I shared for myself that I'm sharing with you about building your confidence for what you want. Second, really ask yourself, what do you want? Write it on a poster, your target goals, and put it where you can see it in your house every day. Right at the bottom of that poster to challenge yourself, so when you wake up every morning and see it, am I doing everything? Wow, look at that. Oh, morning. Let me take a sip of water. Woo. This is live, by the way. This ain't manufactured. This ain't edited. This is my live show, Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern. YouTube Live, you know the vibe. And if you want to join this conversation, please hit the link in my comments and come in. I want to talk to you and say what's up. Excuse me. At the end of that post that you have in your house, put it in, am I doing everything I can today to get closer to my goals? I'm going to connect the Leslie Jones comment. We base our daily decisions on our talent, not on our current circumstances or our desperation or what we think we don't have. That's how we get closer. The other panel on building confidence, set achievable goals. We got to set realistic goals for ourselves, break those big goals into smaller, more manageable steps, check our progress weekly, take calculated risks, step out of our comfort zone and try new things, take more calculated risks that challenge us and build confidence, and mastering new skill can help us build our confidence. Like I told you, I have not produced a track or recorded an artist project in 7 years. I did all of that in 6 hours. I did in 6 hours more than I did in 7 years because I was staying bottled in my mind, not believing in the skill that I had. And God showed me yesterday, yo, you always had those skills, but you didn't use it because you didn't base your decision to move forward with your skill on the talent I gave you. You based your decision on your fear, your desperation, and feeling inadequate. That time is over. Ain't that right, Silver Days Music? For me and you, that time is over. We got the big challenge from the homie DC Carson. Everybody go subscribe to DC Carson Music on YouTube. He's an emerging content creator, musician, great content. Next step, as I said before, recharge your vision throughout your day. Listen, this is what I've done. I have now re-downloaded 100 new pictures, re-downloaded 30 videos, put it in a folder in my phone that I look at throughout my day to keep me focused on what I want. Because if we focus on our current circumstances, oh, I ain't got that much money. Oh, I don't like where I'm living. Oh, I don't like the relationship, but I hate my surroundings. If we don't focus on what we want, we're not going to be able to attract what we need in our life. That's what you have to do to recharge your vision. Like when I used to smoke cigarettes back in the days, I would always find a way to get a cigarette break. I would probably have like 10 cigarette breaks a day. No, but when it comes to now, me recharging my new vision and vision breaks. Like, yo, let me go sit in the bathroom at work for like 5 minutes, focus on what I want. I hate this job, but this is my outcome. When you start to focus on what you want so much, you attract opportunities. But what happens? Luck is when preparation every day and working on something meets opportunity and you make it happen. I'm telling you, this sounds like motivational fluff, but this is real. Think about your past successes. Everything that every person had that's watching this, whether it's, oh, I always wanted to talk to that person, now we're married, or I always wanted to get that job, now I had the job. If we've accomplished those things in the past, you mean to tell me you ain't got the ammunition in you to accomplish it right now? Come on. Let's push past the doubts, recharge our vision throughout our day. The next area that I'm working on with myself, celebrate any mini successes. As the show is over, I'm celebrating today. Why? Because I had a big 6-hour win yesterday and recorded an artist and the tracks sound fire. And it's my tracks that I haven't used in 7 years. DC Carson is the man. Yo, look at this comment right here. Silver Days Music said, the time is over. DC Carson, the man. Mr. Smooth, that's a fact. He's a smooth operator. He canceled my self-hater. You know what I'm saying? He canceled that self-hate within me yesterday. Yo, it was so motivating when I heard it. Yo, you need great friends like that. And I'm going to bring it back to what I said earlier. We have to surround ourselves with those who are on the same missions as us. That's why I thank God for Silver Days Music and DC Carson Music and other friends to surround myself with. And that was the shift in my life. When I started to change who I was around, then they started to encourage me to use my skill. And then I realized, yo, maybe the people I was talking to for years weren't on the same mission as me. So that's why they were feeding me with doubts. Think about it. Like I said in my other show, look at my other YouTube video. Your environment is blocking your success. I repeat, our environment, the friends we are with, the people we're on the phone with could be blocking our success. But let's get to these confidence steps. Celebrate every mini success to acknowledge and celebrate your achievements. Next slide. Always celebrate when your friends win big and you're not there yet. Because when your friends get that big contract, when your friends get that money, that's God showing you, look at the hard work they did. Let it inspire you and motivate you. You celebrate them. You celebrate them. That's God's reminder that he has a blessing waiting at the other side of you putting in the work. And I'm not going to name drop my homeboy, you know who you are. You texted me last night. You don't understand the battery you put in my back. I'm so freaking happy for you because you deserve it, fam. You deserve it. And I told you, God only put me in your life to make you realize who you are. It ain't about me. I'm not lit. I just saw something that you may have not paid attention. You did that work. I didn't do that work. That's you. But God using you in my life to show me that when you go for your dreams, what you want will happen. We got to celebrate our friends when they get them big wins. Big shout out to you, you know what I'm saying? From Harlem to look where you at. Pardon me, I'm talking to my homeboy. I told nobody else. That's another way to build confidence, to celebrate your friends when they win big and you're not there yet. Because remember, you might not be ready and it might not be your turn. You got to work until it's your turn. God will open up the opportunity. Listen, this ain't a religious show. I'm just going to put this out there. I say God, you may say the universe. This may not, I'm not into a religious show. I'm not on that. I don't like that type of conversation, but I know that I have a relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? And that's who he's in my life. Maybe the universe is who you are in your life. Whatever you serve, whatever you practice, remember, the universe will open doors for you when you put in the work. And remember, you're not reaching your success because you're not ready yet. Celebrate your friends when they win. Word up. And here's the cool part. If you got real friends, when you see what's happening in my life with text, when your real friends get so more happier for you than you are, that's a person you need to keep in your life. It's live. Pardon me. It's live. I bet you we sent that same text to a whole bunch of people and people's the haters that probably went in his life. Yeah, that's cool. That's all right. Congrats. Little thumb emoji. Nah. I was mad excited. You find out who your real friends are, text your success to your friends, and they give you a low energy response and a low vibration. Then they give you an excuse. Nah, I wasn't excited like that because I had mad things going on. Nah, if my friend went big, we turning up for my friend. You'll find out the haters in your life and who they are and who you need to get away from. If you tell them, yo, I just did this big thing, and they have low energy responses and they have every excuses why they can't celebrate for you. That's a hater on the low. Let's get to the other area right here. Every day, remind yourself of your why. When my homeboy DC came out and told me and my homeboy Civil, yo, why don't you don't believe in yourself? I say, yo, he's right. Why? Why don't I believe in myself? And why do I love this dream so much? You gotta have friends in your life that make you check yourself. He put me and Civil Dayson in check, like not in a negative check, but kind of like, bro, don't you see what you got here? Keep your head down, focus on your goals so you won't get doubtful. You move closer to your goals faster when you aren't comparing your speed to others. I repeat, I literally wrote this down right after that night, and yesterday DC talked to me. You move closer to your goals faster when you aren't comparing your speed, comparing your progress to others. Fam! Today's show is called We Have Not Because We Believe Not. And my homeboy put me on accountability row and with me. I wasn't believing in my musical skill. But then yesterday, I had a bomb 6-hour session, made tracks, got this guy EP half done. I'm doing audio after 7 years, and I'm just picking up. Yo, I had to, yesterday was my reminder of why. Why do I love this dream? Why this passion? Why would I want to wake up every day and do this for the rest of my life? Why? What's my why, fam? What's my why? And everybody just joining the show, what's going on? My name is KaleafWins, host of the Morning Motivation Show that's now happening moving forward Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube Live. If you love my channel, click my link in bio and support my channel. I need new cameras and a laptop so I can really build this thing out because I want to bring people on the show. I want to be at a facility. Or hit me in Cash App at $KaleafWins. You'll see it right here. Hit me in Cash App at $KaleafWins if you want to support my channel. Now back to the preview. We got to keep our head down and focus on our why. Like I said earlier in another slide, I've noticed that when it came to MPCs or beat machines or production machines, I always got it even if I had the money on it because I focused on it so much that I attracted the opportunity. So when it comes to our goals, we will attract our goals and move close to our goals faster when we aren't thinking about somebody else. We're focused on our why for our goal, and then we get it, we attract it. We don't chase, we attract. I tell this to my daughter all the time, don't chase an opportunity, attract it. Work hard towards it every day, and I'm doing it right now. Final thought of the day. Remember that your goal-getting journey is a process. If you see it in your mind, it's already done, and you just have to put in the work. This sounds like motivational hokey Joe, but think about it for a second. Everything that we've accomplished, everything that we've done in our lives, if you're over the age of 15, even if you've accomplished things, if we've accomplished those things in the past, is because we saw it in our mind, we put in the work, and those things came to fruition. And again, I'm saying this to myself. This ain't for y'all only. After my homeboy DC challenged me on Monday, I was like, yo, Khalif, he's right. And how was he right? Because I've accomplished something on Tuesday after I got disciplined. You know, you need people to discipline you with accountability. I accomplished it. I'm going to celebrate my success today after the show. So when I get discouraged or when you get discouraged, think about every past success that you had. Use that as ammunition to prove to you, not nobody else, prove to you that if you've accomplished those things, then you can get the new thing you want because you've already had a success list. That's a fact. I'm going to some comments right now. Civil Days Music, no, you are telling the bare bones truth. Bro, when DC talked to us, bro, I was like, yo, I got to go into some self-exploration. That's what my show Wednesday is going to be about. That's literally how the show came about. Our homeboy says, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all got beats for days. You must not believe in yourself. I'm not going to lie. The New York side of me got super offended, but then I said, yo, DC's a real dude. Let me check myself. And I checked myself, and guess what? The verdict is you are right, DC. For real. What's the final thought? Your goal-getting journey, it's a process, everybody. This ain't easy. If you see it in your mind, it's already done. You just have to put in the work. Let me check some more comments. Glam Fam Campus. Put good energy out, you'll get good energy back. Facts. That's a fact. Listen, my morning motivation show ain't some fluffy, and let's talk positive all day, and oh my God. No, I'm not that dude. My show is for people that wake up and they're dealing with real stresses, whether it's mental health battles, whether it's self-doubt, whether it's haters in their household, haters in their life, and we use information to fight back and reclaim what we want, fam. Real talk, my show ain't for the weak. My show ain't let's have a great day, let's pick me up. My show ain't one of these shows. Let's have a great day. Let's pick me up. I'm positive all the time. I'm perfect. Life is perfect. No, my show ain't for people like that. My show is for people like, fam, I'm stressed out. I'm going through something. Everything I've tried has failed. I need strategy, and I need a community of people to join together so we can figure this out. I ain't Mr. Positive. I'm Mr. Fighting through every day to stay positive. There's a difference. That's what my morning motivation show is about. My morning motivation show, I go through things. My friends go through things. And I'm like, yo, how'd they do that? Yo, how can I do this? And I write it out, and I say, here's some strategies that I'm currently implementing. Here's some strategies that somebody else has implemented. And there we go. Here's a quick example. I run back the track because I'm not going to let y'all get past this point.
The one who told me this, once you get rid of your desperation, you're going to blow up. And I was like, you, I'm desperate because I'm broke. He said, no, you have talent, though. Right. And you need to start making your decisions from your talent. From your talent, not your desperation.
Bam! And yeah, Silver Days, I'm going to clip that up. That's what I'm talking about. My show is for people that are saying, you know what? I'm getting tired of not getting what I want in life, being successful. I need to base my decisions off my talent, not my desperation. Base my decisions off my talent, not my bank account. Base my decisions based off my talent, not those things in my life. Yo, I'm going to celebrate my wins. Real talk. I'm going to celebrate my wins. And I want everybody to know today, we are here. This is the last statement I'll say on my show. If we're breathing, we're here for a reason, and we're only in this world and this planet for a season, fam. Real talk. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit in your doubt? And again, my homeboy checked me Monday. He checked me. You not believing in yourself, or you going to put in the work? Your dreams, if you were given your dreams by God or universe, whatever you believe in, then you will be given a way to make those dreams happen. You don't believe me? You think this is fluff? Think about everything you accomplished in your past. If you got that job you always wanted, why can't you get your dreams? If you got that car you always wanted, why can't you get your dreams? If you got the relationship you always wanted, why can't you get your dreams? Let me flip that. If you haven't got that car you wanted, you don't like your relationship you're in, you don't like where you're living, you don't like your bank account, I'll go back to this earlier slide that I said. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving a new one. Start paving it. But if we're here and we're breathing, we're here for a reason. And you got skills to use in this season. I want everybody to make it happen. Make it happen, everybody. Make it happen. Make it happen, everybody. Make it happen. Thank you for joining the show today. Big shout out to the homeboy Triple J's Music. Big shout out to the homie Glam Fam Campus. Subscribe to them now on YouTube. If you love my content, support my channel. Hit me up with a Cash App, $KaleafWins. I love being here. Today's title was We Have Not Because We Believe Not. I hope the strategies that I'm implementing in my life has helped you. Please, everybody, have a great day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video to people who need it. But if you want to support my channel, please hit up my link in bio or go to Cash App, $KaleafWins, so I can build up my studio. Everybody, thanks again. Have a great day and peace.